From January to July of 2012, 821 firearms were discovered in carry-on bags. But not only firearms were discovered, but also sheet explosive, claymore mines, venomous snakes, grenade launchers, and chainsaws were discovered in carry-on bags through the TSA. In this speech, I'm going to discuss with you why I agree that we should continue the strict TSA protocol that we have, and argue some points that the TSA editorial stated that I don't disagree with. First statement I'm going to discuss will be why we should keep the shoe-on rule, and I will follow that by discussing why we should limit our liquids and why it's important that they do a background check and have fingerprint scanning through the TSA PreCheck protocol. Now, in December 22nd, 2001, a man named Richard Reed actually attempted to set off a bomb using his shoe on a Northwest airline, and he actually, luckily, got caught by the people sitting around him, and they had an emergency landing, and they landed the plane because he attempted to ignite explosives that were hidden in his shoe. Now, FBI bomb technicians and explosive experts found explosive in his shoe that could have detonated and exploded the plane. Now, I think it's important that we do go through the shoe protocol to prevent situations like this, so we don't have to worry about any shoe bombings going off, because our x-rays can scan and look at shoes to see if there's any illegal weapons or firearms that are in the shoes that are hidden. So I believe that we should continue this process. Another statement that was made was that Kip Hawley, which was the former president of the TSA, stated that he believes that we should use any liquids and that we shouldn't have to go through such a hassle of limiting our liquids because it's not that big of a deal. However, I believe it is important because allegedly plotters have tried to plan and carry the components of bomb, including liquid explosive ingredients and detonating devices, disguised as beverages, electronic devices, and other common objects, according to news.cnet.com. Now, and it also has been completed and created by a man named Alfred Noble, who was an inventor and industrialist, who manufactured and created explosive liquids, and he called it blasting oil. So it is possible to set off a bomb or a bomb component using liquids only instead of a normal bomb devices. Now, it is important that we do limit our liquids because x-ray machines used at airports can't necessarily reliably differentiate between aqueous beverages or just liquid explosives. So the smaller the components, the easier it is for the x-rays to scan and see if it's really normal liquids or if it's something that you should not be having on a plane. And lastly, I would like to discuss how we should continue to have background checks for the PreCheck and fingerprint checks for the PreCheck, because I know that whenever you go through the PreCheck scanning and background checks and fingerprints are conducted, you are able to see whether or not this person's history or this person was at a crime scene in the past. And also, it's much more safer for us knowing that we are letting on this person going through this express lane with less security because their record and their history is clean versus a criminal that we can see. Because of the fact that background checks and fingerprint scannings are actually locked in the system for up to 75 years, and it's not only just through the FBI, but it's also state and local law enforcement. So we can see who we're letting on this TSA protocol PreCheck. In conclusion, I believe that this annoying protocol that the TSA editorial stated is actually incorrect. We should continue on the safety protocols that we have done, because apparently that the safety protocols we are done, we were able to catch all these explosives and firearms that have been trying to get snuck in from the past. And if we keep on the safe protocol, even though it's not the quickest and sufficient, the TSA PreCheck is a little bit more sufficient, but we need to continue the strict protocols that we have been using, because if we have a safe protocol today, then we can have safe travel tomorrow. Thank you.